The government of Sudan, led by Omar al-Bashir, Ahmed Haroun, and Defense Minister Hussein, the same three men who orchestrated the atrocities in Darfur, have turned their bombs on the Nubian people. Now, these are not military targets. These are innocent men, women, and children. Now, that is a fact. The indiscriminate bombing of innocent civilians is defined as a war crime in the Geneva Convention. These three men, Bashir, Haroun, and Hussein, are all charged with war crimes for their actions in Darfur, and now they are proving themselves to be the greatest war criminals of this century, by far. So the obvious question is, why should we care? What does this have to do with us? We have our own problems. We have jobs, we have housing, we have debt, and now we see our gas prices going up. 6 weeks ago, the South shut down their oil production. They just stopped. And overnight, China lost 6% of its overall oil imports, which means they have to go elsewhere, and that raises the price of oil. What happens in Sudan matters very much to us now, economically. What you see is a constant drip of fear. Every single day, those ant knobs fly overhead. Now, these are not particularly accurate bombs. These are big planes with bombs, and they open up the cargo door and they just throw them out. Every time you hear the sound, everyone runs and runs to the hills. It creates fear to keep them from doing anything, really, to their ability to do anything. And they're there without any protection. What we really need to do is we can take this moment and engage with China. There are economic reasons to do this for both of us, and it seems to me that we could use this opportunity, this window of opportunity, before it gets too long, too late, by sending a high-level envoy. And I do believe we should absolutely focus on where their money is. The secret to this is just tightening this noose around Khartoum, around the people who are charged with war crimes. They shouldn't be allowed to have a ton of money stuffed in a Malaysian bank, which is what's going on. We need to be able to track it down and find it. They're also using that money to buy weapons to hurt innocent people. It is a cowardly act, what we saw while we were there. These were not acts of war. These were war crimes, and they are funding it. And they're not funding it simply with Sudanese pounds. There are no two sides to these core issues. We can't give the lives back. We can't replace that young boy's hands. But we can put an end to it if we work together as a nation and as an international community. And it can start here.